Morning. In last class, we started with the new chapter, that is acids, base, and salts. In that, we studied some basic definition of acids, base, and salts, and how to identify the acids and base. To identify that, we can use the indicators. Indicators, again, we have two categories. One is by using what color. By using color we can identify acidic and basic medium, and by using odor also we can identify acidic and basic medium. In color also, again we have two type. One is a natural indicator, another one is synthetic indicator. In natural indicator, we studied the litmus paper. Okay, litmus paper, when the red litmus turns to blue, then it indicates there is a base. When blue litmus is turns to red, it indicates the given substance is acid. Okay, because of that, this is all about the natural indicator. The first natural indicator, that is litmus paper. There is one more natural indicator. That natural indicator is nothing but we will use that indicator, not only indicator, that is substance which is used to prepare the food. That is nothing but turmeric powder. Turmeric powder. And that this turmeric powder act as a natural indicator. How it act as a natural indicator? How we will identify the acid and base by using the turmeric powder? Okay, just imagine the turmeric powder is initially it is a yellow color dye. Yes or no? The turmeric powder is a yellow color dye. In the last class I explained the indicator is nothing but a dye. The turmeric powder is yellow color dye. This is a yellow dye. Okay, this act as a what a indicator. Turmeric powder is a yellow color dye. Okay, when this yellow color dye, it is in the acidic medium. Okay, but when it turns to basic medium, the yellow color dye is converted into reddish brown. Okay, it converted into reddish brown means turmeric powder is a natural indicator. It is present in a yellow color. Okay, it is present in yellow color. But when you add a what a base to this turmeric powder, if the turmeric powder turns to reddish brown, then the given substance is base. If it not turns to reddish brown, if it as it as yellow, then the given substance is acid. Because of that, in acidic medium the turmeric powder is present in yellow color, but in basic medium the turmeric powder is present in reddish brown color. Just observe, while you eating, when you eating food, you may observe that if curry means if any curry items, okay, falls on the white cloth, if any curry items falls on the white cloth, a yellow stain, that yellow stain may produce means when you apply the soap to that yellow stain, after applying the yellow stain, that yellow stain turns to reddish brown on your cloth. Yes or no? Just observe today in your home, when you eating, some of curry falls on your white cloth. Okay, that yellow stain produces on the white cloth turns to reddish brown. When you apply the water soap, that soap is nothing but a base. Because of that, when you apply the base, the turmeric powder turns to reddish brown. Because of that, during washing your clothes becomes reddish brown. That is nothing but because of presence of turmeric powder and the soap whatever you applied. This is the one more what natural indicator, that is turmeric powder. There is a another one natural indicator, that is nothing but your cabbage, red cabbage. Your red cabbage is also the natural indicator. Red cabbage is also natural indicator. Means when you can use the red cabbage, it present as a red. in acidic medium the red cabbage present as a red, but when you add base to this, this turns to green. What? In acidic medium it is present in red color, but in basic medium it turns to green color. This is nothing but this is present in acidic medium. Acidic medium. This one is present in what? Basic medium. Okay, this red cabbage is also act as a indicator. In acidic medium the red cabbage is as a red color, but when you add some base, add any soap or any caustic soda, okay, or any washing soda, or some you whatever you use to prepare the food, okay, that soda may also use, it turns that red cabbage turns green color. If it turns to green color, then the whatever substance you are adding, that is nothing but base. If it stay as a red color only, then the given substance is acid. These three are the natural indicator. First one is litmus paper, second one turmeric powder, third one is red cabbage. Yes, after studying the natural indicator, the next important indicator and widely used indicators in our laboratory, that is nothing but a synthetic indicator. Apart from the natural indicator, in that litmus paper, we can widely used for all the tests, for all in all laboratory. Those all are synthetic indicators. These synthetic indicators are prepared in laboratory. In other words, these synthetic indicators are man-made, okay, but the natural indicators are extract from either plant, either root, or either fruits, or any natural substance. But synthetic indicators are prepared in laboratory by the scientists. Okay, then in synthetic indicators we have the different types, more than the 100 types of it, not only 100, in a simple words, more than 100 types of synthetic indicators are there. But we have mainly we can use the two indicators, that is nothing but the methyl orange, methyl red, and phenolphthalein. The phenolphthalein is mostly used synthetic indicators in commonly used indicator in laboratory. Yes, we have the mainly two indicators, synthetic indicators widely used in laboratory. Those are methyl orange and phenolphthalein. The natural color or original color of methyl orange is orange color. This one is the original color of methyl orange is orange in color. Means orange color. This is the original color. Okay, but in acidic medium means if you are adding the methyl orange to acid, then that color turns to what? A red color. That color turns to red. In acidic medium, the solution or the methyl orange is present in a red color, but in a basic medium this is present in a blue color. In the methyl orange, initially it is orange in color, but when you add this methyl orange to acid, that turns to red, but when you add this methyl orange to base, then that turns to blue. If you are observing red by adding methyl orange, then the given substance is acid. If you are observing blue, then on adding the methyl orange, the given substance is base. The one more important synthetic indicator, that is phenolphthalein. Okay, in if the phenolphthalein, the natural color is colorless, it is present in the colorless form. The original color of this phenolphthalein is colorless, but in acidic medium also it is colorless. Means when you add the phenolphthalein to the given substance, okay, if it stay as a colorless, then the given substance is acid. If it turns to pink in basic medium, it turns to pink. Okay, the phenolphthalein is initially colorless. In acidic medium it present in a colorless, but when the phenolphthalein add to base, it gives the color pink. Okay, just now observe how to check the acid or base by using methyl orange and phenolphthalein. Okay, now take one test tube. Take two test tubes. Okay, take two test tubes. Name these two test tube as as test tube A and test tube B. Test tube A and test tube B. Test tube A and test tube, you have two test tube. One test tube is A, another test tube B. Okay, and now take some substance. We initially we don't know either acid is present in A or base is present in A. Either acid is present in B or base is present in B. Just you take two chemicals. Okay, add to test tube A and test tube B. Okay, what are you doing? You are taking two test tubes, naming it as A and B. Add the two given chemicals. We don't know acid or base. One chemical to test tube A, another chemical to test tube B. Okay, just imagine you are now you have two chemicals in your hand. The next step is how to identify, how to check the given substance is acid or base. Okay, now add phenolphthalein, sorry, you first add methyl orange to test tube A and the same methyl orange to test tube B. After adding the test tube A turns red. Okay, initially whatever the color it may be. Okay, after adding the methyl orange, the test tube A turns red, but the test tube B turns blue. Okay, the test tube A turns red, test tube B turns blue. Now, how you confirm? How you conclude the A is? Yes, just observe. In SD, after adding methyl orange, in a stick, if it is a red, after adding methyl orange, if it is a red, then when the methyl orange is red in acidic medium, because of that, the given test tube A, it contains acid. The given test tube A contains acid. Okay, but what about B? B is blue. When after adding methyl orange, if it turns blue, when it turns blue, if it is present in basic medium, because of that, the test tube B contains base. Okay, this is how we can possible to identify the acid or base by using methyl orange. Just add a 2 drop of methyl orange to your given test tubes. Just observe the color. If it is acid, if it is red, then the whatever the substance you are taking, that is acid. If it is a blue, the given substance is a base. This is the identification by using the methyl orange. Then again we have the one more indicator, that is phenolphthalein. Now take again two test tubes. Now take two test tubes. Now take two test tube. Name these two test tubes as a C and D. Okay, name these as C and D. Test tube C and test tube D. Okay, initially for A and B we are adding this methyl orange. Okay, initially for test tube A you are adding this methyl orange. Okay, but to test tube C and D you are adding phenolphthalein. What you are adding? You are adding this phenolphthalein to test tube C as well as test tube D. Okay, phenolphthalein is adding to test tube C and test tube D. Okay, you are taking two chemicals in C and D. Just add 2 drop, only 2 drop, not more than 2 drop. Okay, the 2 drop are enough to identify the acid and base. Okay, I just add 2 drop of phenolphthalein to C and D. Just observe the color. Okay, the color of C is not turns, means the color of C stay as a colorless, means this stay as colorless, means there is no change in color of test tube C, but test tube D turns pink. After adding phenolphthalein to test tube C, there is no change in color. The phenolphthalein stay as a colorless only. But after when you add that same phenolphthalein to D, the color it turns to pink. Because of that, now check the table. After adding phenolphthalein, if the phenolphthalein is colorless, if the given medium is colorless, when it is colorless in acidic medium. Because of that, the test tube C contains acid. Then observe this one. After adding phenolphthalein, if it is a pink, when it is a pink, it is in the basic medium. Because of that, test tube D contains base. Yes, this is about the synthetic indicators. We have other than the methyl orange phenolphthalein, but the common and very important synthetic indicators are methyl orange and phenolphthalein. I hope you all understand the synthetic indicators. Then the next indicator, the next way of detection of acid and base, that is by using the smell. Then the next type of indicator means the next way of indication, that is indicators giving the different odor in acidic and basic medium. Previous the indicators gives the different color, but these indicators gives the different odor in acidic and basic medium. Okay, those indicators which gives the different odor mean in acidic and basic medium, or such indicators which helps to detect the whether substance is acid or base by using the odor. We can call it as olfactory indicators. Olfactory indicators. Olfactory indicators means the olfactory indicators is nothing but those indicators which can use to identify acid or base by using the odor. Okay, those such a type of indicators are called as olfactory indicators. Okay, we have commonly three indicators which gives the odor in acidic and basic medium differently. The first one, that is onion. By using onion also we can identify the acid or base. Okay, we know the smell, the characteristic smell of this onion. Okay, yes or no? This onion has some characteristic smell. Okay, when you add acid to that onion, the smell is not get vanished. Okay, the smell of onion is stay as. Okay, when you add acid to that onion, but when you add base to that onion, when you add base to the onion, what happens? The smell get vanished. Smell vanished. Whatever the characteristic smell onion have, that characteristic smell get vanished when you add base to the onion. But when you add acid to the onion, the smell not vanished, smell stay as it is. Means if the smell of onion is not going to change after adding a substance, then that given substance is acid. If after adding the substance, if the onion smell get vanished, then the given substance is base. Okay, then the one more indicator, that is vanilla. Okay, this vanilla, we all know this vanilla. Okay, same as for vanilla also, in basic medium the smell vanished. What in basic medium the smell vanished, but in acidic medium smell resist. Okay, this is one more what indicator by use which can use to identify acid and base by using the odor. Okay, first one is vanilla and onion. In vanilla also same, when you add a base, take a base as a NaOH. When you add NaOH to vanilla, or when you add NaOH to onion, the smell get vanished. Okay, but when you add acid to take your what lemon juice only, lemon juice, Okay, when you add a lemon juice to onion or to vanilla, the smell is not get vanished, it stay as. Because of that, in basic medium the smell vanished, in acidic medium the smell stay as it is. The one more indicator, that is clove oil. The one more indicator we can use, that is clove oil. Clove oil also indicator to identify acid and base by using the odor. Same in basic medium, the smell vanished, but in acidic medium, the smell resist. Okay, if smell stay as it is after adding clove oil, the given substance is acid. If the smell of clove oil is changes or vanished, then that is basic medium. Okay, this is all about the indicators giving the different odor in acidic and basic medium. This is all about the indicators. Okay, whatever the till now we studies, those all are about the indicators. The next, in next class, the important part of this is all about the basic, but the actual chapter and the actual what is the acid and base start in the next class, and how to identify acid and how to identify base, what are the types of acids, and what are types of base, and properties of acids and properties of base, and how to prepare some bases, either it is a caustic soda, how to prepare the salt, washing soda. Those all are studied in upcoming classes. Okay, I hope you all understand today's class. Thank you so much.